Are you struggling to save money, even though you're doing your best to manage your finances day to day? In this video, I'll break down the real reasons savings can be so hard and simple changes that can make it stick. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or you just want more consistency, this system will help you save more money. Let's dig into it. For those that are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Dexter. And on this channel, we cover strategies, tactics, and tools that help you get better at managing your money step by step so you can achieve your financial goals. Let's go. So savings shouldn't feel so hard to do, but with everything being so expensive, you think about the impact of inflation, everything going up every day, nothing's coming down, now income's not going up at the same rate, savings just get put on the back burner. Even if we've tried to save some and haven't been so successful, just understand that you're not alone. And to change this, to get better at it, you don't need a tight budget. What you need is a system that aligns with the way you spend your money. And that's what we're going to build today. So, first thing we need to think through is why we're saving. So what's the purpose? This is a big why. This is like, think about your goals, right? So once we understand that savings is about creating stability, creating flexibility for us, and also creating, more importantly, that peace of mind. That's when we can really implement and put the focus on it and create some habits that allow us to put this at the top of our list from a priority standpoint, and we can start seeing a needle being moved. Right? Because as you think through the impact that you can have once you put a focus, it's significant. It's really significant. So one of the things we think through about savings from a purpose standpoint, what is that purpose, right? So to help us, what we're going to do is identify 3 priorities, and 3 priorities only to get us going. So with that first priority being, we want a mini emergency cushion. And the small emergency fund is consisting of $500 to $1,500. Could be up to $2,500 depending on your family lifestyle. And it acts as your first line of defense when Murphy's Law kick in, right? When things happen. And the reason this is critical is because data shows approximately 64% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without some type of financing, some type of debt utilization. So we want to be with the 1/3 that don't have to do that, right? So think about if you had a small household repair. Oh my goodness, the battery on the car went out. We want to have cash, a way to cover these, right? Now, even one of those is not a major emergency, but if you compound a couple of them around the same time, oh my goodness, that's when you start robbing Peter to pay Paul just to cover that. And we don't want to be in that position. So the next priority we want to have is to cover those sinking funds. You ask, what's sinking funds? Sinking funds are those items that, come up throughout, not on a consistent basis. So if, for instance, it may come up once a year, twice a year. Think about how often you pay that insurance premium. If that's semi-annually, that could be a big hit. So if that's $1,200 every 6 months, we need to have a plan for that, right? Or if you want to save for that holiday, that summer vacation. So think about those from a sinking fund standpoint. Now, these 2 areas alone, sinking fund coverage and having that mini emergency fund, that reduces more financial stress than anything else. Just those 2 right there. Think about the third one, huge impact, and that is having a fully funded emergency fund. And this is where we have 3 to 6 months of essential expenses saved, not 3 to 6 months of income, but essential expenses. And there's a difference between 3 to 6. So if you ask what's 3 months if you have dual income or stable income, 6 months if you're a single parent or if you're commission based. Now, those kind of are targets, right? And this is not something that we're rushing into because it's going to take time to save this up because this could be a lot of money. So think if you have $3,000 in essential monthly expenses, a 3 month will look like $9,000. And if that's $4,000, that could look like $12,000. That's just on that front end 3 month side. So that's a lot of money, right? So this is going to require some effort in order for us to get there. Now, what's the process we're going to use to implement these savings here? And that's what we're going to call paycheck savings. And the reason we're calling it this because we're going to have money coming out of our paycheck. Every time we get paid, money is deducted, put into certain accounts. You want to know where we're going to put the money? It's going to go into 3 accounts. Our major account where the money is going into to cover our bills is our checking account. right? So our paycheck deposits gets deposited in there. We pay grocery, rent, you name it, car payments, everything gets paid out of that. That's our main operating hub, if you will, from a financial standpoint. And the next account that we're going to have is our second account is really our savings account. And that's where we're going to have our mini cushion. And we're also going to have our sinking funds stored there. Now, we're not going to have these in the checking account because if we do, it may accidentally get spent, right? And typically in Murphy's Law, as soon as it accidentally gets spent, that's when we're going to need it. So we're not going to have it there. We're going to have it in that savings account. And our third account, that's a high yield savings account. This is for our long-term savings. This is where we're going to park that 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. If we're saving for something for, down payment on a house, if we're saving down payment on a rental property or to start a business, we're going to have that in that long-term fund. And this can be significant once we get this process going. If you think about what the money could look like, $100 per paycheck, call it the 1st and 15th of the month, that's $2,400 a year, right? If it's $200 every paycheck, you're getting paid the 1st and the 15th of the month. Oh my goodness, that's $4,800 a year. Now that $4,800, that's strong progress towards a fully funded emergency fund, right? So we've got, call it that first small emergency fund covered, sinking fund covered, and now we're moving along. So if you think about these numbers, really, we don't have to have extreme discipline, right? We just got to have the right structure. So that's where this organization starts. We're feeling organized now that we've got these systems in place. We're not thrown off by any type of unexpected expenses that come up during the month. We don't feel like, hey, I'm starting from zero every month. We've got this cushion built in. So you think about that mini cushion we've got, creating a little relief. We're not trying to rob Peter to pay Paul when some type of, think about that sinking fund comes in. We're not trying to get into debt from a Christmas standpoint or plan out that summer vacation. So we've already created those sinking funds and have that money set aside. So this is our, how we're going to manage our money going forward. Now, if you need help with identifying how much money you want to identify, I've got a paycheck savings planner down in the description. Just feel free to use it and put in the notes. Let me know how you fare with it. Now, if you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone that you think will find this information helpful. Until the next video, see ya.